What is happening, great people? It's Zangieff, your Russian mate from Russia. And long story short, I received a lot of food from the United States. We here in Russia are of course aware of the US brands like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, McDonald's, etc. But when I was watching the videos about the US food, about the US snacks, and when you guys were sharing some snacks and meals you have in the US, yeah, I realized that actually a lot of things here are missing. So today I'm really excited to try everything for the first time. Just take a look at this variety of everything. I actually have no idea right now whether I will be able to taste everything. I hope I will. You may see yourself that there are a lot of items and I would like this video to be quite informative. So I will try to make it short, but of course include all the information, reaction, yes, and my feedback about each of the things I tried today. But before we begin, first of all, a shout out to two great members of our community. Thank you very much, Joshi from Washington and Lorianne from Massachusetts, who actually have helped me today to make this video, because I did not order all of this by myself. I just received a couple of packages coming from this nice people. Yes, so once again, thank you very much to both of you for making this video available to myself and to all of you watching this video right now. And secondly, getting back to Washington, actually I have this short today, t-shirt Seattle. So not only do I have some food today, but as well some brand new clothing. Alright guys, let's begin. And you see that I have a lot of different stuff. I really have no idea what to start with, but I think that would be correct if I first eat some regular food, yes, then I have some snacks, and then eat some candies and cookies as a dessert. So if we're talking about the regular food, yeah, what I have here first of all is 4 packs of the macaroni and cheese. Probably you can recognize some of these brands, right, that I have here. I think that if I cook all these 4 now, I won't be able to eat anything else today. So I will start with a couple of this, but let's agree on following. If I do not try something today, yes, but I try it in a couple of days, yes, I will definitely write my feedback in the comment section so that my feedback was full, yes, about all the things that I have here today. And probably now I will set aside these ones because I think that these are for kids. Yeah, take a look at these pictures that you have on the packs, and right now it's midnight. Actually, when I'm making this video, it is midnight. Yeah, I don't think that right now feeding my kids with this midnight will be all right. Yeah, so tomorrow during the breakfast probably. And so now I will stay with these 2. Actually, like this one, it is very heavy, guys, like compared to this pack. So overall, like, they look quite the same if we're talking about the shape, but I think that this one is like 2 or 3 times heavier than this one. So let me check. Yeah, this one is 133 grams and this is almost 400 grams. Yeah, 3 times heavier than this one. So let me get back to you in a few seconds with the ready meals. And here we are. I have the first bowl ready, and this is the pasta Roni. It's very hot and I will eat it right in a minute. Yeah, so I'm talking about this one. Fettuccine Alfredo. Here you may see the ingredients and how this was cooked. We made everything according to these instructions. And talking about the different weight of the packs, yeah, so this, as far as I understand, is going to be the portion for 1 person, and another mac and cheese that is now being cooked is for 4 people per pack. Alright, so finally, let's go. Bon appetit, guys. This is the first meal that I'm trying. It is hot. Just a sec. Let me put a pillow on my knees, and now here we go. I think that actually the formula that works here, alright, is of course if you add some butter, yeah, and if you add much butter, the dish of course will be tastier and so-called juicier. This is the same thing with the mashed potatoes, because if you compare the recipes that we have in Russia with the recipes, for example, used by French people, you would see that in France putting a lot more butter is something that the chefs do. Of course, mashed potatoes get this softer creamier taste, but the food of course gets a bit unhealthy because of the amount of the butter. So the same thing here, because here you may see that we had to add 3 tablespoons of butter. Yeah, of butter. This is not something I would expect from cooking macaroni in Russia. Yeah, so so that is why these are so tasty. Yeah, so I would say that here is a good balance of salt, by the way. So for me, it's enough salty. Yeah, and I feel not only saltiness, but you know, this extra flavor that you get when you add some milk, when you add some cheese, right? So overall, I would say that the flavor of this dish is, so to say, self-sufficient. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to add anything here. Like you could actually add some meat, yeah, some probably, I don't know, some ham, etc. But overall, this is the dish that you can eat by itself. I need to save some space for other food, so let us go and check the second mac and cheese. The second one I have here is Macaroni and Cheese Deluxe 4 cheese by Kraft. No artificial flavors, no artificial dyes, made with real cheese. Well, this sounds alright, and we cooked this one using this recipe as well, so nothing extra, and I can tell you these look really tasty. I mean, at this point, I have absolutely no idea what kind of flavor there would be, but you know what this reminds me, like a nice picture at the advertisement. You know, when they were making advertisements of some food, yeah, they want everything to be shining, yeah, to look fresh, etc. So when I'm looking at this is exactly the idea that I have. Yeah, so kind of too fancy for the simple macaroni. And by the way, the way of cooking of this macaronis is absolutely different from the way we cooked pastaroni, because you had to cook pastaroni with butter, with milk, with the sauce. We were cooking them in these ingredients already. And as for this mac and cheese, what we had to do is just boil some water, cook them in this boiled water, and then after cooking to add sauce and mix everything up. So okay, finally it is time to try. Man, you know what? I have double feelings right now, because on the one side there is actually enough of the sauce. You might not see it, yeah, so it seems like these are just macaronis, but actually they are covered and filled with the sauce, which is good, yeah, because as well this makes this dish quite soft, juicy. That's what I like, but I wouldn't say that I like the sauce. When I first take a bite, no, like when I have the spoon of this in my mouth, I feel a lot of salt, right? And I wouldn't say that the flavor that I feel reminds me of something natural. So guys, I have no idea, probably the ingredients here are all right, but no, well, anyway, yeah, a lot of different stuff, some preservatives, etc. But yeah, so the thing is, so I don't feel some natural flavor here. So out of these two, I would definitely tell you that pastaroni was better, because first of all, the amount of sauce was more there, yeah, the amount of this liquid stuff, and as I said, the balance of saltiness slash some other flavor, for me it was perfect. I'm not right now comparing some kind of healthiness, yes, of both this and that, yes, so the first one had a lot of butter there, yeah, this one I have no idea what it has inside the sauce, yeah, so kind of whatever. But if you would give me a choice of what kind of macaroni and cheese I would eat, yeah, during the breakfast, etc., I would go with pastaroni. And as well as for this deluxe, they say that they have 4 cheese here. Probably this is some marketing stuff, because like 4 cheese for me is like pizza, yeah, quattro formaggio pizza. And I know what kind of cheese usually is used there, and here I see some extra, so Parmesan, okay, Cheddar, okay, Asiago, and Colby. Guys, you can take a look at these yourself. So I have no idea what these cheeses are, but I was expecting the flavor that would remind me of the quattro formaggio pizza. But all I felt was just some salt, and I wouldn't say that I felt cheese much. Let's go to the second type of food, and I'm continuing my gastronomical journey with having a meat feast. Guys, take a look at all these packs of jerkies, man, and they are so heavy. So one by one, what do I have here today? Original beef jerky by Sweet Baby Ray. The second one is beef as well, and this is Lorissa's Kitchen Original Tender Beef Steak strips, looking like this. The next one looks really nice, Jack Link's Teriyaki Beef Jerky Pack. And let's finish this with something that looks quite different, and these are Vermont Original Mini Beef and Pork Sticks. Before we begin, I'd like to tell you guys that we in Russia, we have this kind of beef jerkies, but first of all, for me as a regular person, yeah, this would be a bit expensive, because if we are talking about the real beef, yeah, then the price would start from about like, I don't know, 2.53 USD, and for a snack, I would say that this is a sufficient amount, because for a less amount, you can buy a pack of Pringles, Lace, yeah, or something like this, and you would have more grams, because like, this one, for example, yes, believe me guys, it is very heavy. I have no idea how much you would have to pay in the US for this, but if this was sold here, this amount, I would say the price for it here would be about no less than 7 USD tax included. So I have no idea. Yeah, please tell me what's the price of this at your place, but nah. Once again, these things, they are not quite spread in Russia, and as well you need to take a thorough look at the ingredients list, because sometimes they write that it is made out of beef, but then you go to the ingredients and you see that there is some beef, but there is as well some pork, and there is as well some chicken, so like, man. But by the way, let's check this one. So here, beef, water, seasoning blend, and blah blah blah. There is a lot of chemicals, but anyway, at least I don't see any chicken. All right, let's begin. Yeah, it opens really easily, and let's give it a man. There is no, guys, there is no exaggeration right now, because like the taste is absolutely different from the ones that we have here in Russia. So in Russia, like, they don't smell that attractive, so to say. I don't know how to call that. So yeah, so I feel the smell of meat, and I feel a lot of spices here, but I would say that the smell is rich. Yeah, that's how I would like to characterize it. The smell is rich. Right, so let's try this first one, Sweet Baby Reese. It is quite soft. Yeah, quite soft, because some Russians one, they can be quite thick, you know. So easy bite. Guys, this is the real stuff. Man, if only we had beef jerkies like this, yeah, probably I would pay for them, and yeah, and buy this. So they, like, you know what is the main difference between our beef jerkies and this one? So this one is very soft, once again. So when I'm eating Russian ones, yeah, what do I have to do is like this, and this one is chewed quite easily. Actually, this second piece is harder than the first one. Yeah, so I guess I was lucky with the first one, but anyway, it is better. Right, let's go to the next one. But as for this one as well, I would add that it has very good seasoning. It has this kind of barbecue sauce flavor, etc. What I got used to, if we're talking about the beef jerkies here, is that they are not that sour, so to say. So I would say that sourness is brought by this barbecue sauce. Here they would just be salty. So I would say that this is tasty, but you have to get used to the taste a little bit first. All right, continuing with Lorissa's Kitchen. Let's smell it. Oh, I smell it from here already. Oh, man, these are smoked, I guess. Yeah, seasoned and smoked. As if I just put my nose into the fireplace. You know, actually, I do feel this smokiness. There's a lot of it coming from the back, but as well, I don't know how to explain this. Maybe this is because of the bag, but I as well feel there's some kind of smell of plastic. So I'm trying to identify the smell of meat. Yes, and I feel it a little bit, but unfortunately the whole flavor is a bit chemical. So the beef seems to be quite soft as well. Yeah, and still the smell remains. I would say it's a bit strange, guys. This is not something that I expected. So when I was touching this meat with my fingers, yeah, it was, oh man, that's a big piece right here, just like, very soft. Yeah, a lot softer than the first one. Let me give you my point of view as a Russian person here, right? To be honest, I feel like I eat some mess of something, and actually I'm not that sure whether it is meat, actually, because first of all, it is very soft and I do not feel the structure of a meat. So easily this could have been done out of soybeans or whatever, guys, and a lot of spices could have been added, and yeah, that could be it. But maybe they are made 100% meat and all that stuff, but this doesn't bring me the taste of meat. So probably these ones I wouldn't choose if I'd like to have a good evening with some beer. So, sorry. And the last beef jerky we have here is Jack Link's with the teriyaki flavor. Let's open it up, and I expect that there will be a strong teriyaki smell, flavor, yeah, coming out of the pack. Let's try. Actually, not that much. Probably after the second one that I just had, yeah, this intense, the flavor is not that intense. I smell something that reminds me of teriyaki, right? But it's not evident. Yeah, so I feel that there is some kind of sauce here, but still. Once again, if we're talking about the US jerkies in general, yeah, so take a look at this. Yeah, so it can be breaking very, very easily. Yeah, so this reminds me of the video reviews how guys are cooking briskets. Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Well, this is some good stuff. What I like here is something that I was lacking in the Lorissa's kitchen beef jerkies is this, some kind of meat structure. Yeah, so there I was just chewing a mass of something, yeah, like it was a processed meat or something, and here I see that the structure of the meat, yeah, it remains not changed. The flavor, yeah, I feel it alright, but anyway, it is not that strong. Yeah, when you have a too strong flavor, it is bad, actually. And you know, I like this. So let me compare this to the first ones that I had. Yeah, the meat structure of this is quite the same as the Jack Link's one, but probably after the flavor of the Jack Link's, the flavor of this one is not that evident. So I remember I said that I felt some sourness, yeah, some barbecue sauce, etc. I don't feel that much of it right now after trying this teriyaki ones. I think that I would go with both of this. Yeah, so I more like Jack Link's, actually, probably because of the flavor. I'm not saying that I'm talking about the real meat flavor, yeah, but because of this sauce that it has here. But once again, Sweet Baby Reese is quite good as well. Alright, and talking about the meat, there's the last thing that we have here, but I think that this is totally different from this jerky stuff, because these look like sticks. And we have both beef and pork sticks here. I hope I do manage to understand where is beef and where is pork. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, they're packed one by one like this. Take a look. Every small sausage has its own packing. That's interesting. Here they say that this is original beef and pork sticks, so probably there are no separate beef sticks and pork sticks, so all of them have the same number of ingredients. And this one looks quite interesting because, yeah, it has a very good round shape. All right, so I'm wondering how these are done. I mean, in the factory. Okay, so this looks just like a sausage. We have something similar here in Russia called охотничьи колбаски, some kind of hunter sausages, hunter dogs, right? Yeah, and the smell actually a bit reminds me of these, but they look a bit different. So these are more polished. Yeah, so if you're taking a look at this side, so it is two like, that's not how the meat looks. Yeah, so that's like, it could be the piece of chalk. Yeah, you know. You know what this really reminds me of? So if you put here a small rope, or I don't know how to call this, this can actually look like candle. But anyway, let's try it. Yeah, we have a similar stuff here in Russia. And this is exactly what I meant. Kind of охотничьи колбаски, yeah? But it is quite salty. Yeah, so you actually would not be able to eat many of this in a row. Yeah, or you can eat, but then you might have a stomachache. But as far as I know, there is a lot of food in the US that is extra salted, extra sugared, and etc. Yeah, because the people in the US are more used already to these flavors. Yeah, and they need to have more flavor intensifiers, so to say, so that to still feel that flavor. So probably for me, for a person who is on a regular basis eating something not that well seasoned as the food in the US, this seems to be quite salty. Maybe for the regular US population, this seems to be all right. All right, so now I think, oh, I revealed it. Yeah, it is going to be one of my most favorite parts of this video, and this is going to be the tasting of Pringles. We in Russia, guys, we of course have Pringles. So I remember having Pringles since I was a kid. I was very happy if my mom ever bought me a pack of this, because these were considered to be quite expensive, yet twice expensive than the regular Lay's pack. Overall, despite understanding that of course there are a lot of chemicals there and all that stuff, yes, anyway, I did not feel that much of oil, yeah, that I would feel in Lay's, for example. So these were quite easy to eat, so to say. The things that I expect right now, first of all, is that, at least in Russia, yeah, Pringles has its own specific taste. So when you're eating the Pringles chips, whatever the taste of it is, I mean, like whether it is some onion, whether it is some cheese, or a classic one, you would anyway feel this kind of texture and this kind of taste of the Pringle chips themselves. So I'm wondering whether the US version of it as well has this same taste, or probably it would be a bit different. All of this taste here, yeah, that'd be really great for me to taste, because we do not have this in Russia. This one sounds to be quite simple, yeah, cheddar and sour cream, but they would not use any cheddar or some other types of cheese here, so it would just be cheese, yeah, cheese with something. We have cheese with onion, and probably cheese with something else, but I don't remember having a cheese and sour cream, especially cheddar. Another one is with cheese as well, and you know I love some spicy food, and this one is supposed to be some hot cheese flavored Pringles. And the last one is as well cheese, yeah. So all of these are cheesy today. Melted pub cheese. I have no idea what this means, but this is supposed to be wavy. To be honest, we never ever had any wavy Pringles here in Russia, yeah, so this is going to be the first experience in terms of the structure, yeah, of these as well. So let's begin with the ones who look more simple. And man, why didn't they kind of put, like, take a look, I have big fingers, they didn't put one finger of chips. Bruh, anyway. By the way, remind me, chips and crisps. Yeah, so one is the American version, another English version. Yeah, so I'm sorry guys, I hope you understand what I say. Okay, let's try. Different. So, you know what guys? The feeling that I have is these ones are thinner. So first of all, yeah, so these chips and the one that we have in Russia, of course they both of them would look thin, but these are more crunchy because they are more thin. And because of them being thin, maybe, you know, another thing that I feel is that they're quite dry. I feel like compared to the Russian ones, there is not enough of water inside of them. I don't know how to tell this, but too crunchy. Based on these ones, yeah, I would tell that the regular Pringles that we have here and the regular Pringles from the US, these are absolutely different things. By the way, the flavor is all right. Yeah, I feel this seasoning, so to say. Yeah, so it is sufficient, but at the same time, it is not too strong, and that is okay. Yeah, because once again, if you have a lot of seasoning, you cannot eat this dish for a long time. Yeah, so eating a pack of this would be all right, but once again, the structure is different. Okay, let's continue with this one, and I'm taking a look at this cheap crisp, yeah, that is drawn here, and I suppose that this one should have a lot more seasoning, a lot more spices put on the chips, so probably these ones should be thicker because of the layer of seasoning. Let's try. So, as well, yeah, same story. And let's try. They're, yeah, wow, they're too dark. I don't know whether you see the same color as I see right now, but believe me, they're very dark. Because of the seasoning, I think. And they look more firm. Yeah, they are not that thin, at least when I hold it like this. Same story. I feel the spiciness. That is interesting. That is interesting. Guys, this is good stuff. This is good stuff, but it is quite spicy. It is quite spicy. That is all right for me. Yeah, I am okay with eating spicy food, but if you eat the whole pack of this, yeah, I think, you know, tomorrow in the morning it would be another interesting experience. Actually, in Russia we have some spice flavor. I don't remember how they're called, like X something, some extra sizzle, or I don't know. But man, these are good. These are good once again. I need to drink something. Overall, this is some good stuff. And hot. Yeah, quite hot. Especially if you're, yeah, so, I'm wet. Yeah, because I'm sitting in the fur hat, yeah, in the Ushanka, and I have a window closed. But okay, let's try the third one. This is the Wavy one. I have no idea what the pop cheese is, but guys, these look like, okay, once again, the rule of one finger, probably. We have more of this in the pack, yeah, so that you understand why am I surprised to see this, because when you buy the pack of Pringles in Russia, actually they will be like filled like this, yeah, so when I see that they're filled till here, I feel like somebody has deceived me. So this one, of course, looks thicker, yeah, than the previous ones, but let's try. Strange feelings, like not bad, but I'm trying to identify what exactly I'm thinking of right now. Probably after this one, yeah, which was quite spicy, I don't feel much flavor of this one. As for now, I think of this like they are quite dietary ones, because they are quite thick, and compared to the amount of spices that they have on them, there are not that many of them here. By the way, now I feel the flavor. Now, these ones are interesting, but I would say that these are a bit thick. So to say, and you know what my overall opinion here is? So probably I got used to the Pringles that we have in Russia, and the width, so to say, yeah, is it width of the chips that we have? It is more than in the regular ones, but it is less than these in these wavy ones. So the first ones seem to be too dry, because like they don't have enough texture. Yeah, you just crunch with these and kind of that's it. And these ones, vice versa. Yeah, it seems like there is a lot of a chip itself here and not enough seasoning. So I don't want you to get the wrong message here. All the flavors that I tried, they were quite good. But the emotions that I had, yeah, right now was kind of me trying to understand what kind of feedback, yeah, how to explain what I feel if we're talking about this consistency, etc. Out of these three, I would not go with this one, actually, because it is too dry and not that much seasoned. I would stay somewhere in between Yeah, this and this one. So when I would like to have some regular chips, I think I would stay with this one. Sometimes I want something to be extra spice. This one would be a good version. And before we begin with the tasting, a lot of sweets that I have here. There's the last non-sweet thing, and this is actually a sauce. The package seems to be quite expensive, because like I used to be having some sauces in some plastic bottles, yeah, you know, some stuff like this. But if the sauce have this good glass bottle, I think this already means that we are talking about some quality. So today we have Stubb's Smoky Mesquite Legendary Barbecue Sauce. That's interesting how they have written barbecue. Yeah, because the only version that I have is like the full word BARBECUE, something like this. Yeah, or just 3 letters BBQ. And here is bar BQ. Okay, Stubb's Texas. Oh, this thing is coming from Texas. Yeah, so I know that Texan people are experts in meat and probably barbecue sauces as well, so I expect this to be a good one. We actually have already opened this one. I have not tasted it, my wife did. She had positive feedback, so let me try it now. I will just try the sauce. Yeah, I don't have any, like, yeah, I have some jerkies here, etc. Yeah, but like, let me just try the sauce with a spoon. Smells good. All right, guys, let's try this Stubb's barbecue sauce. Would that be too loud if I say that this is the best sauce I ever tried? Wow. Like, if you ever tried it, probably you know what I would be talking about right now. But I think it would be very hard for me to explain all that number of flavors that are present in this sauce. Like, you know what I feel right now? I feel regret. I feel regret that we don't have this sauce here, at least not to my knowledge. And even if it was here, I do believe that it would be very expensive. Because, like, guys, once again, man, this is very tasty. This is very tasty. It is spicy, first of all. Yeah, so it's not just a regular ketchup. It is a spicy sauce. And as well, it has a lot of everything. It has a smokiness. It has this sourness coming from tomatoes, right? And like guys, okay. So I don't think that the reaction, yeah, if we're talking about this kind of reaction video, yeah, should be full of a lot of information. Sometimes I think that'll be enough if you just show how you like it, and like that's exactly what I am feeling right now, guys. Like, if this is something quite affordable in the US, then that'll be alright to put this on the meat when you are cooking the meat. Yeah, for example, when you are cooking ribs, something like this. But actually, I don't think that I would like to spend this sauce on cooking. Yeah, so I would like to have this sauce in its original form and flavor, just as a side sauce to the already cooked meal. So guys, if you're aware of this sauce, yeah, please tell me whether it is used exactly how I mean it right now, when you just put it on the dish, or actually you use this one to cook. But man, that was great. Let's go to candies. And let's begin with Oreos. Yeah, let's be quick now. We have Oreos in Russia as well, but we only have the regular version. Yeah, so here I see that there should be a thick layer of this filling, yeah, in between the cookies. Let's take a look. These look really, really, really nice. Indeed, there is a lot of filling, yeah, a lot of sauce between this, but what I am interested in is the flavor itself. Yeah, so is the flavor of the Oreos is different from the ones that we have here in Russia. Probably sweeter than what I got used to be having here, but let's try. This is, I'm not shocked right now by its flavor. I'm not saying that, wow, it is super tasty. But you know how I would call it? A sugar bomb. It's like literally I'm just chewing sugar. If we're talking about this sauce, Let me just take this sauce. Guys, this is just sugar. Now guys, it is too sweet. I know that I have received this short, and actually it's a bit bigger than myself. It is a double XL, but you know, I don't want to become a person who would ideally feed this t-shirt. So probably this would be something that my kids would like to have, but you really have to give them small portions, because otherwise I think you can have some real issues with the sugar. So as for the flavor, probably you could have understood that in Russia we don't have that much sugar here. Yeah, and I would say that for me it would be quite hard to eat because of the sugar. Like, even if I have some tea next to myself, not sweetened tea, I think that anyway sugar would be more than enough. The next thing that I have is some cupcakes by Hostess. These seem to look interesting, yeah, because it seems like they have some cream inside. I still have that excessive amount of sugar in my mouth now. Here we are. Yeah, they look exactly as on the package. Interesting, I didn't see this, that actually the structure of this part and of the upper part, yeah, these are two different things. But anyway, yeah, quite soft. Let's try. Very soft. It has a very strange taste of something that probably could remind chocolate, but I wouldn't say it's chocolate. I have no idea how to describe the taste. Yeah, if you have tasted it yourself, probably you understand what I mean, but like, first of all, yeah, I feel a lot of sugar as well, less than in the Oreo, but it is still very sweet. Now, if we're talking about the structure, it is very, very soft. Yeah, it is creamy. It is like breaking apart in your mouth, and that is great. You feel some pleasure when you are chewing this. Not even chewing, yeah, but just you can eat it with your gums, palate, etc. But once again, excessive amount of sugar. For me, as a regular Russian, not an option. While I am still alive, yeah, let me try to have some extra dessert, and this would be Chips Ahoy from Reese's. Yeah, I heard a lot about this producer, and finally I will be able to try some. So I expected that there will be this kind of candies here as well, but overall, yeah, these are just the cookies. Quite small ones. That's good. Yeah, I don't like a cookie to be big one so that you open your mouth like this. So this is quite compact. Let's try. Okay. Okay, peanut butter. Okay, so I didn't see this one. So I was doing this, and I felt some sugar, not that much actually, yeah, compared to Oreos. But then I felt nut flavor, and actually it was a bit strange flavor, not of the nut, but of something else. And I was thinking, like, man, do they always have different flavors from ours? Because the previous ones, those cupcakes I was eating right now, yeah, so I kind of felt chocolate, but at the same time it was not chocolate. Here I'm feeling nuts, but it is something else. Then I see that this is a peanut. Actually, yeah, peanut butter. Yeah, so, okay, now I recognize this flavor. These are tasty. For me, definitely, that'll be hard to eat them without drinking anything. So this is something for what you need to have a glass of milk next to you. Not even tea, but milk. All right. But still, I would say that they are too sweet. Still, I would not be able to eat a bunch of this. And you know, actually right now I have some kind of dizziness, or this feel like I have eaten a lot of sugar. I actually feel not that okay right now, guys. That was too sweet. So the next ones are the shortbread cookies by Walker's, and I hope that this would be a short break for me in consumption of sugar. Yeah, I do not expect this to be too sweet. And as well, I was told that probably I need to have some milk when eating this. Oh, taste of guts, especially like after eating that Oreos. Bruh, here we go with this bell looking shortbread pure butter. Oh man. So those were full of sugar, and this one would be full of butter, right? Pure butter. Yeah, that's great marketing. All right, let's try this one, and I have some milk ready. Bless God, not much sugar, but a lot of butter. Yeah, I feel it. You know, I'm a bit lost right now because, okay, these are not sweet. Yeah, that is good. These are not that sweet, but they have a lot of this kind of butter inside of them. So I think that if you eat many of these as well, you have some stomach issues or whatever. The reason why I don't have a smile on my face right now is that I'm a bit upset because, like, I was actually expecting to give a feedback like, wow guys, everything is so tasty, wow guys, everything is so great, etc. And now I understand, I am giving you my honest point of view, right? So the purpose of this video is not to just say that, yeah, everything US is great, yeah, thank you very much everybody, yeah, this was awesome. Nah, I'm about to give you the honest point of view of a Russian person, yeah, of a person who got used to the food that we have here. So to be honest, once again, not something that I would eat in a big portions, actually not something that I would just probably like to buy, because I would understand that I will not feel all right after several of this in a row. And now we are going back to, once again, something sweet, and these are Reese's. Share pack, milk, chocolate, and peanut butter. Oh my god, this is definitely going to be the sugar bomb. They have both chocolate and peanut butter here. These look nice. Take a look inside the pack, yeah, so you see those little ones there, and each of them has its own package. Yeah, foil. There's a lot of foil used here. Here is how it looks. Yeah, it's really easy to get your hands dirty because it is full of chocolate. Yeah, man. Look. I don't feel chocolate, but I feel sugar from the very, very beginning. Man. Now yeah, so this is the remaining piece of sausage. Oh, awesome. I have no idea why you make your sweets so sweet. Yeah, I understand that when you call a sweet, yeah, it's supposed to be a sweetie something, but not that much. If to try to kind of take the sugar part apart, yes, and try to feel the flavor. The flavor is, of course, interesting one, some kind of peanut butter, plus I feel some caramel a little bit, actually, but all of this hides behind a lot of sugar. And you know what is the next thing that I have? So I think I need to start a GoFundMe for a funeral of my stomach. Just kidding, guys. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I will not take it out of the package, but here you may see that HERSHEY'S brand is actually typed on this chocolate, which is interesting. But let's try. Why did I take such a big bite? Not bad. Not bad. So probably because it is actually chocolate bar, you from the very beginning expect it to be sweet. Unlike some cookies, yeah, because cookies might have some mild flavor. I would say that it of course has more sugar than the regular Russian chocolate bar. But compared to, once again, those Oreos, for example, this seems to be a novice in using sugar. So this one is actually not bad. But the thing is that sometimes, like, I can't eat a chocolate bar like a Snickers bar, the Russian one. Yeah, and I don't need any liquid. Yeah, I don't need anything to drink after eating it. Yeah, so the flavor, the sugar there is more or less all right. This one, so everything that I'm eating, after each bite, I want to have a sip of milk, because it is very, very sweet. Oh my god. Let's finish this video with another two HERSHEY'S desserts, and these are two chocolate bars. One is milk chocolate, another is a special dark. I expect this one to have not that much sugar, yeah, but we will find this out. Let me first try milk chocolate. I should take a small bite, right? Okay, let it be the piece like this. You know what? Not bad, actually. Not bad. If you're talking about all the desserts that I tried right now, probably this one would have the best sugar balance, so to say. So yeah, it is sweet, yeah, but once again, it is a chocolate bar, and I don't actually feel that kick of sugar when I'm eating this. So when I was eating the previous thing, so only when I take it in my mouth, I already with my tongue feel that sugar. Yeah, not just sweetness because of the chocolate, because of, you know, I don't know, peanut butter or whatever, but sugar. And so, okay, let's finish it with the dark chocolate, just in case. Let's as well have a small piece. And this is probably something that we here would call milk chocolate. Guys, I would call this one the best, only because of adequate amount of sugar. I would say that if you would want me to eat the whole pack of any of the desserts that I have right now in front of myself, I would go with this one, because I think others would definitely kill me. You know, I'm happy, at least like I did not complain about all the desserts that I have tried. Yeah, so at least there is something, yeah, I found something that was more or less alright. I guess that is it for today. I have some things that I have not opened, like for example this macaroni and cheese and these macaroni and cheese. I think these are for kids, and I will give it to my kids during the breakfast alongside with this. Yeah, alongside with this. I'm not big of an expert in these things, so I have eaten something like this back in the childhood, but like I'm not aware of how the Russian ones taste right now. Yeah, so probably it would be hard for me to make a comparison, but as I said in the beginning of the video, once I try this, I will add this information to the description of the video or to the comment section to tell you what our feedback is. Overall, that is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that anyway it was not that long. Yes, I didn't want to make a long video, but it seems that to show you all the emotions, yeah, to show all the feedback, yeah, I needed some extra time. I would very much appreciate if you leave your comments. Yeah, please write what your thoughts were, yes, about what you saw in this video, or if you as well have tasted any of the things that I have tried today. Yes, please write your feedback. What do you think about these dishes? If you would ask me what was the number one thing, yeah, that I have tried today, I would actually go with the sauce and as well beef jerky. I have them at the kitchen now already. And despite me being a fan of Pringles, actually I wouldn't say that these were just something great compared to, once again, jerkies. Yeah, like, man, I would stay with jerkies. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If you would like to see more videos from me as a Russian about Russia, Russian experience, Russian culture, some places, please take a closer look at my channel. I already have a bunch of videos, and if you'd like to support me and the channel, please take a look at the links in the description. This is it for today. It was Zangieff, your Russian made from Russia, and I need to go and have some milk. Stay tuned and stay safe. See you next time. Bye bye.